Hey everybody, welcome to Obscurities in Miniatures, and it's that time once more for our weekly painting progress. Thanksgiving is come and gone, and hopefully you were all out there safe and being responsible. We tried our best, sitting in completely different rooms and masked all times, and everything seemed to have gone smoothly, and we did get to visit with family, so all is good in that regard. Moving on from that, unfortunately, I spent a good chunk of the week with a nasty migraine, which always seems to happen every single time I have a day off or two from school. So, I spent some time crashed on the couch or on the bed, and unfortunately not painting anywhere near as much as I would have liked. However, that did not stop my brother from going all in on his Valour Korp from Maker's Cult, which I managed to actually print out quite nicely, and this guy came out fabulous. He really did a top-notch job on this guy. And obviously, who better to start with if you're going to have a bunch of peons to command? So we printed up a bunch of those guys as well, and he got a few of those done. We got a sergeant type here. Maybe he's a lieutenant, I'm not sure. Definitely, if you're in the mood for something guard-like, but not to the current aesthetics, this set from Maker's Cult is absolutely something you might want to consider. And even though they are 3D printed, the parts work really nicely, and they are super modular. I've got a set of guys I've been waiting to do a video on, and I still haven't done it, but they really are great and compatible. And obviously, they are coming at it from a model maker's point of view, rather than just a 3D printing enthusiast gamer tabletop point of view. So there is a lot of customization available, which is always appreciated. I'm sure we'll be seeing more of these guys in the future. Besides that, this week, I know he got a couple things done. I was goofing around the other day. I showed you guys a bunch of the Albino Raven stuff that I had printed off. They had that really great set of laboratory hazmat guys, so I got a couple of those that came out okay. I had a horrible time getting my printer to work right, but my brother did manage to salvage some of the sculpts and turn them into something decent. So you can see right here, and I'm pointing it out, there's some flaws there, but you know, if I didn't point it out, I think you guys would not really know. It came out quite nice. How would you not want a bunch of dudes in hazmat suits, especially in our current pandemic? Got one of the guys armed with a gun here. And then in addition to those, there were all of those modular headed guys in gas masks. So here we have one of our regular soldier types. I like these guys, and while they are a little bit bigger than the Maker's Cult stuff, you could always bump these up or shrink these down, and things will work out quite nicely. So that's what he got done this week. I, on the other hand, it looks like a lot, but a lot of this stuff that I'm going to show off, let me just preface with, it's been sitting there for some time. Like this guy, who I think was 99% done since Indomitus came out, and he just sat around because I needed to work on that stupid little scarab on his base. That was about it. But it's one more Necron down, and still quite a few more to go. So we got him done. I've been having an awful lot of fun with these Wargame Atlantic Dark Age Irish, and I'm probably going to end up buying another box of them. I hate to say it. It's just been a fun kit. It's been a lot of versatility, and I know the purists aren't going to like it, but they make great just generic Germanic tribesmen, or just generic barbarians for that matter. I mean, if you just want some, bad guys, this was an Irishman, but I don't know what he's become. He's some kind of a cultist thing. He's just a bunch of parts. It works, I guess. I really wish I had the other shield. I wanted to put another shield there. Give him a pair of wings, but that is one of the wolf dogs that came with them. Let's see, what other kits did I build this week? Oh, well, we started in on the Nurgle Warhammer Underworlds team. The other two members are about 99% done. I don't know what happened here. It's just, it's good enough. I think he's decent enough for the tabletop. And his friends shall be joining him shortly. And I think it's just the dwarves, and I got to finish up the Daughters of Cain at this point, and they're all good to go. All right. Oh, I did have one other kid. I painted up one of those Freeborn guys. And the more I look at him, it is just such a cool, fun, basic, and not in a bad way, but just in a very stripped down sci-fi soldier way. But you can tell he's not like a regular, career soldier type. But they would totally make good gene stealers. Or Fremen. That was a cool idea I heard somebody suggest. And then we got our Avatar Flame. With a very dark metallic with him. I like it. I am quite pleased with him. Can't really see his eyes, and the flames ended up a little bit darker than I wanted, but my Dweghom forces continue to grow. And really all I wanted to do was play Spire, but it looks like I'm going to be doing plenty of Dweghom. And speaking of Conquest, the other ones that are close behind are my Nords. So I got another Ogre done, missing his fingers there. Very quick, very simple paint job. Still a little glossy there. We need to fix that. And again, I still gripe about the fact that these guys seem to have a whole lot more parts when they're not a battle line mainstay type, whereas the Avatara are, but have a lot less options. I really would like to see even more blinged out stuff for them in the future. So the rest of the stuff this week was all printed materials. We got one of Papsicle's Street Samurai type. Now, I tried to write the kanji for steel on there, but it did not come out that great, and I had a horrible time. The swords warped. I tried heating them. They didn't want to turn back to the right spot, but then I tried doing anything good enough, and we finished her up. She looks all right. Definitely tabletop ready. And then we tried painting up one of Kyoshokuneko's Dwarven crossbow ladies. Now, Kyoshokuneko, whose name I'm not sure what that's supposed to mean, and I asked my family and they all didn't know either because it doesn't sound like an actual Japanese word, but we're not going to hold that against them. They make some really awesome dwarves, and there's actually a bunch of freebie files, and I've had a pile of his samurai stuff sitting here that I eventually am going to get to, but these Dwarven ladies were actually kind of a cool little kit. There's a whole bunch of options available as well, with guns, with crossbows, all sorts of stuff. She came out all right, and she had to have anime hair. All right, speaking of anime stuff, yet another of the Hanzaki from Cobra Mode. So I did a horrible job. I was trying to write age, and I got on his flag, which was a social, political thing going on at the end of the Meiji era. And we had to have a Hano Hano Moji thing on the back of his fan there. I did not know what to put on it. I like him, though. It's another one down. Continuing on with the samurai theme, I went ahead and finally painted up this Dragon Trapper's Lodge tiger guy. Or at least, I don't know if he's supposed to be a tiger, but he's a tiger now. I didn't do the best job of printing him, but I think in the end he came out all right. And my personal favorite this week, and the one I couldn't wait to paint actually, was this beauty from Bestiarum. Just, yeah. I admit it wasn't the most complex paint job. It was done pretty much in a rush, but it totally works for it, and it's just gross and weird and disgusting, which is all the right things. And again, if you ever want any kind of a grim, Dark Souls aesthetic look to your tabletop stuff, you really can't go wrong with his stuff. It really is. It's out there at times, but it's also well done. So, taking a look at what we all got finished this week, I gotta say, not a bad haul. We'll have plenty more next week, and hopefully all of you out there are going to continue getting your stuff ready and done, and hopefully by the beginning of next year, or sometime next year, we're actually going to be able to finally put this stuff to use again. Wow, I was totally crooked. So, fingers crossed. All of you are out there staying safe, keeping busy, getting your guys painted as well. And just as always, because I don't plug it that often, but I figure, you know, for whatever reason, people like watching these painting videos. We do have a Patreon. If you guys do appreciate and enjoy these videos, please do take a look at it. And I also am usually on there besides begging for money to help fund this and get some new lighting and camera setups, which actually helps because we did get a new light here. Not that I can really show that much. It's also a good spot for you guys to offer up ideas and insights as to what we should be focusing on or how in the world I should get some of this stuff painted. And if you haven't, please check it out because I really need some help figuring out what the heck to do with my Kingdom Death Phoenix. The year is almost over and I want that thing done before January 1st. So please do click on the link and we will have links to all of these manufacturers below as well. With that said, this has been High Lord Tamberlane with Obscurities in Miniature. Saying thanks for watching, and we'll see you back here soon. Bye-bye.